This week on the LTU Sports Report, we get into all of the fall sports action and get to know some of our student athletes. Don't go anywhere because the LTU Sports Report starts right now.
LTU Sports Report is brought to you by Varsity Brands, elevating student experiences in sport, spirit, and achievement. The City of Southfield, the center of it all. Michigan First Credit Union, and Hungry Howie's, famous for flavor.
Happy snowy Monday, everybody, and welcome into yet another episode of the LTU Sports Report. We bring you all the latest athletic action and academic news going on around campus every week. I'm your host, Dylan Morello.
And I'm your host, Sarah Davis. It's been a really busy season this fall for all LTU athletic teams. As some teams are just hitting the postseason stride, others are just getting started. We've got action from our men's basketball team and the annual Women's Kids Day game.
It's an exciting time to be a Blue Devil fan, but unfortunately we can't watch all our favorite athletes compete forever. This past weekend we celebrated our men's and women's soccer seniors in their last regular season home game against the UNOH Racers.
Along with those games, we hit the court with our WAC regular season champion women's volleyball team, and we meet LTU's new strength and conditioning coach. But before we do that, let's hit the ice with an exciting hockey game against Aquinas College.
Back on the ice in Farmington Hills Ice Arena, where the men's D1 ACHA team took on WAC conference foe, the Saints from Aquinas College. Aquinas, known for their program's history of success, would get on the board first after a scoreless opening period. A nice redirection in front of the net would slip through and the Saints led 1-0. But LTU had an answer for that one. Less than 5 minutes later in the period, freshman Timo Way steals the puck in the defensive zone. He pushes up the sophomore Sean Pillay, who makes a nice move past the defender and finishes top shelf from short range. Blue Devils tie it up 1-1 going into the third. About halfway through the final period, the boys had a power play opportunity. Some good puck work up top results in a one-timer from Alex Schluter towards the net, and his fellow captain Connor Vickery redirects it past the Aquinas keeper for the go-ahead goal. Devils up 2-1. The Saints were able to respond, and we were now tied up at 2 apiece. Sophomore Brennan Priest intercepts the pass, dishes it over to junior Blake Kyer on the breakaway, and his shot slips past the AQ goalie. LTU takes the lead back 3-2. Aquinas answered back once again with minutes left, and we would need overtime for this one. After a defensive battle in the extra period, this one was headed for a shootout. Rookie goalie Spencer Krull was an absolute wall in net, not allowing any of the 5 Aquinas players to get the best of him on their one-on-one attempts. However, the first 4 of LTU shooters were unsuccessful, and with a chance to end it was sophomore Bryce Ebert. The young defenseman wastes no time as he goes 5-hole for the game winner. An absolute thriller of a game this one was, and a huge win for the Blue Devils as they take down the Saints 4-3 in the shootout.
It was a little nerve-wracking at start, but we had a good goalie behind us. Crowley did absolutely amazing. We're pretty skilled as well, and we got the job done tonight.
I think it was important. I mean, we kind of got fed last week at my Indiana Tech, and I think it was good for the boys to kind of get back on track, and beating Aquinas for the first time in school history is always a good feeling.
Outstanding game by both teams. We've been battling Aquinas for years, and they've got an outstanding team, well-coached, and it was just a good quality win for us, for sure.
I think it's more important for the program. I think it shows we're going in the right direction. We're competing against national competitors every night, and I think it's just a good sign for LTU and us as a team going forward.
They're definitely one of our rivals. I felt absolutely amazing. Ebert scored that. The boys were going crazy.
Nerve-wracking, to say the least. I mean, not usually get my name called in a situation, but kind of blacked out there in the middle, but it was a good feeling once to see that puck cross the line.
We're here at the Don Riddler Fieldhouse as the Lawrence Tech women's basketball team faces the Alma Scots. The Blue Devils look to bounce back from last week's loss. Can the Devils get above 500? Let's get to the action. Starting in the first quarter, LTU's sophomore standout Kendall Fisher, who pushes the ball up the floor, takes a screen from senior Danielle Hansen and pulls up from behind the arc for the 3. LTU would extend their lead 10-4. The score is 16-12, end of the first quarter. On to the second quarter, where senior Caitlin Smith fakes out her defender and hits Hansen in the post for the score. The Blue Devils take a 29-18 lead into the half. Coming out the half, the Blue Devils would blow their lead wide open in the third with plays like this. A little give-and-go action between Hansen and Smith, and with Smith notching in two for the Devils. The Blue Devils take a 20-point lead into the fourth quarter. Jumping to the end of the fourth quarter, here's freshman Julia Huey with the ball. She passes to Hansen, and hands with the nice shuffle pass to freshman Kylie Beatty, who finishes the play. The Blue Devils go on to rout Alma 70-44, moving to 2-1 in the season.
Yeah, I mean, we've been working. We had a week in between games from last week, so we had a lot of time to prepare and run through Alma's actions from last year. And they're just smart, driven kids on the court and in the classroom. So they knew scout, front to back, and we were ready for what they were doing today. So I was really proud of how they went out there and just kind of set the tempo from the beginning.
What's up, everyone? I'm Chase Kaufman. Coming up on the LTU Sports Report, we get to the highlights from the men's basketball team's hot start to the season in the annual Bernie Holowicki Classic, hosted by Madonna University. Don't go anywhere because we've got a lot more Blue Devil action in store for you, so stay with us.
Southfield truly is the ideal place to live, work, and play.
Well, it's a very exciting time in the city of Southfield. Great neighborhoods, great city services, and Fortune 500 companies. Southfield has something for everyone.
Recognized as Michigan's premier business address, home to world-class educational institutions, voted one of the nation's most livable metro area suburbs.
Southfield is the center of it all.
It's time again for you to register your League of Legends team for the State Champs Esports 4th Annual Tournament hosted by Lawrence Tech. We're looking for the top 64 high school League of Legends teams to battle it out to be crowned the best in the Midwest. With thousands of scholarship dollars at stake, you need to register your team today at statechampsesports.net.
You ready, Darius?
Let's do it. Anybody want an autograph?
Autograph? We're here for the stuffed crust pizza.
Stuffed crust pizza? Hey, who do you think you are? End of the line, pal.
Treat yourself to the world's first stuffed flavored crust pizza. And now, for just $6.99, try our new stuffed Howie bread. Hungry? Howie's!
Welcome back to the LTU Sports Report, everybody. As fall comes to an end and winter starts to pick up, so do Blue Devil hoops. Let's get to the action from our men's basketball team's opening weekend.
The men's basketball season has officially started, and the Lawrence Tech Blue Devils are on the road to play 2 games in the 2019 Bernie Holowicki Classic. The first game is versus Roosevelt. They're still looking for their first win of the season, while the Blue Devils are looking to move on to 2-0 on the young campaign. Starting up in the first half, LTU wins the tip. Sophomore Carter France finds the freshman Gunnar Gustafson in the post, and he takes it right into the chest of the defender for the first points of the game. Jumping to the end of the first half, LTU looking to extend their lead, and it would be the junior Dwayne Allen 4-3 at the buzzer, and a nice assist by the sophomore Isaiah Cumberland. The score was 39-28 heading into the half. With the second half now underway, Blue Devils have a comfortable lead. Nice ball movement by the Devils leads to a beautiful drive by the sophomore Jordan Henry, and he finishes with the and one. Lawrence Tech goes on to win this one 83-67 and move on to 2-0 on the young season. In the second game, Lawrence Tech faced Brescia. Can the Blue Devils sweep their games at the Bernie Holowicki Classic? Let's find out. Starting in the end of the first half, sophomore Isaiah Cumberland continues his auspicious start to the season with a lovely drive to the cup. He would go on to make the all-tournament team, and the Blue Devils would roll into halftime with a 56-27 lead. Coming back from the half as the Devils kick the ball up from the post, and Henry finds France for the pull-up triple. The boys in black put on an absolute show, and they win this game 97-69 and start their season off a perfect 3-0.
My name is Jackie Mattingly, and I play for the softball team, and I'm majoring in biomedical engineering. My favorite restaurant is this sushi place by my house. It's called Raw. I go there with my mom and dad a lot and my friends at home, and it's just really good. My favorite athlete is Cody Bellinger. He plays for the Los Angeles Dodgers. I'm a big Dodgers fan, so I get really excited watching him. My celebrity crush is Justin Timberlake. I just saw him in concert, and he was awesome. I loved him my whole life.
On Saturday, November 2nd, the Blue Devil women's volleyball team was up against the Warriors from Indiana Tech. After beating UNOH the night before, the ladies clinched their first ever WAC regular season title, resulting in the first ever national tournament berth in program history. Looking to remain perfect in conference play and showing their power right off the get were the ladies in blue and white. Senior Christy Doherty, the only player to ever reach 4,000 career assists, finds Jess Lodge here on the left side, and she unleashes for the kill. Blue Devils up 11-8 and will go on to win the first set 25-21. Second set now with a 3-point lead halfway through in favor of LTU. Doherty once again setting up the play, this time to junior Isabella McDonald, who drops it perfectly in the gap for the score. And it seemed like deja vu on set point as the same pair would connect once again, this time McDonald using the power spike that drops on the Warriors side of the net. Devils take set 2, 25-23. Another close ending in the third set as well, with the score 24-22 LTU. But the ladies did not want to leave any doubt, and making sure they get the sweep is star senior Zakiya Hunt getting the feed from Doherty, and we're surprised the ball didn't pop on that spike. The ladies finish off Indiana Tech with the 3-set sweep and improve to a perfect 18-0 in conference play. Shelby Rash led the way with 13 digs, Lodge had a team-high 10 kills, and Hunt racked up a solid 4 blocks for the Blue Devils in this win.
I feel like we're doing a very good job as working as one whole team. We're good at communicating. The defense is picking up everything in the offense as well. It's very easy to work with our players at the front row. When they have a block formed, we can form the defense behind them, and Christy is running the offense very well, and our hitters are just doing a very good job at terminating, and we're all working well together.
As a senior, I'm obviously very excited for us being a conference champs, and I'm looking forward to conference tournament. When I got here, we were 8s, and now we grew, and now we're the first team in the conference. It's really exciting, and our goals is to keep winning. If we get to top 20, it will be easier for us in nationals, so we're looking forward to get more wins for our team.
Talking about finances can be confusing, difficult, scary, murky even. But it doesn't have to be with Money Mentor by Michigan First Credit Union on your side. More than 90 years ago, Michigan First was founded on the principle of putting education first. Today, Money Mentor continues that tradition because affording the lifestyle you want isn't always easy. Check us out at MichiganFirstMoneyMentor.com or follow us on social media for tips, tricks, blogs, and videos today.
You sit on the sidelines, but your heart is running across that field. His drive becomes yours, his dreams too. So when a torn ACL and concussion threaten those dreams, choose the sports medicine team that treats the whole athlete. Henry Ford Health System. We combine the most innovative technology with a personalized treatment plan so he can get back his confidence. And you can get back to being his biggest fan. Henry Ford Health System. All for you.
State Champs is the original high school sports show, and State Champs Sports Network is always on, 24/7, delivering the content you want on the platform you choose. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and StateChampsNetwork.com. Coming in 2020, the State Champs app.
Donovan Edwards bullies his way through this crowd of Highlanders.
State Champs Sports Network is always on. Follow, like, subscribe, and share.
I chose Lawrence Tech for the architecture program and volleyball team. Architecture is a great fit for me because I love math and design. Now I combine them with technology to create beautiful structures. At Lawrence Tech, I didn't have to wait until my 3rd year to start designing. Our hands-on education begins right from day one. And I'm really excited about LTU's Design Center in Detroit. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
This past Saturday was senior night for both our men's and women's soccer teams as they matched up against the UNOH Racers. Kicking off the pair of games were the ladies. After being down 3-0 in the first half, the Blue Devils fought back hard in the second to pull within one, thanks to the strong effort of Rebecca Holbrook finding the back of the net both times. Although the game didn't end the way they had hoped, the program honored their 5 senior players for their last 4 years of hard work, dedication, and leadership.
Senior Day is just looking back at everything that we've done. We started at Pello Creek, and just the team has grown so much since then, and it's great to be a part of it. So
Senior Day, senior night for me, it's kind of just the culmination of my 4 years here, and Ayanna and Sid and Randy and Smudge. It was kind of just bringing it all together, and I honestly couldn't ask for a better team to end my 4 years with. I think that we have a really good shot of going far in the tournament, and I think although we lost today, this game showed that. We could have easily just given up. I mean, we were down 3-0, but we fought, and I think it shows that we won it this year.
Congratulations to Captain Allie Neibauer, Ayanna Reed, Randy Jeanette, Madison Smith, and Sydney Everts for an amazing career here at LTU. Capping off the night was the men's team, who faced a similar deficit and ultimately fell to the Racers 3-0. However, this would not be their final home game of the year, as they host the first round of the WAC tournament Saturday, November 9th. Regardless of the outcome, a full cast of seniors on this team have seen so much success in their years and deserve great credit for helping create a winning atmosphere within the program, including the team's first ever national tournament berth last year.
I'm feeling very blessed and appreciative of all the time that I've spent here. I truly think that this has been a huge milestone in my life, and just to be able to meet all the guys and just spend the last 4 years with them, and in the future I think I'll always have them in my heart. These guys have truly made my life what it is, and I truly wouldn't be the person that I am today without any of them, any of the coaches, and any of the friends and professors that I've had.
It's impacted my life tremendously. My sister passed away last year, and the team gathered together as a team and really came together and helped me out through a rough time. And just the impact of the family culture here at LTU has just really improved me as a person, an individual, just not on the field but off the field.
Congratulations to seniors Corbin Wolecki, Kyle Finnerty, Kevin Wright, Nico Rodriguez Bermejo, Jacob Soy, Ryan Resendez, Jake Rajewski, Alvaro Garcia, Andrew North, goalie Max Jewett, and Captain Michael Avila. From the entire athletic department, we thank all of our soccer seniors for representing LTU to the highest level.
I'm Jason Ross Jr. alongside new Lawrence Tech strength and conditioning head coach Brian Whiting. Brian, I'd like to start off by asking, well, I'll congratulate you to start off here on the new job, and then ask you, I guess, how the opportunity with Lawrence Tech came about.
Well, in the past few months, my wife and I and our 2 young daughters moved back to this area where we were originally from, and in my process of trying to find a new job in that move, I found the great opportunity here at Lawrence Tech and applied for the job, and I was very honored and appreciative to get that job.
And I guess what were some of the emotions that were initially running through you when you did make the decision to come to Lawrence Tech?
I just was very excited and honored to be a part of a great university, but also to do the job that I love to do so close to my home. My extended family is in this area. So to have all those things kind of come together in one at this position, at this job at Lawrence Tech, was an opportunity I didn't want to miss out on.
What philosophy would you like to bring to Lawrence Tech when it comes to the health of all of our student athletes?
Well, first off, I want to preach and coach a culture of excellence. So I want all the athletes working hard, and I want them all doing everything right. I want to hold them accountable. When you tie those things together and then you put them into the weight room, I want them to do those things and thus translate that to how well they perform in the weight room. And then we want to keep them healthy by coaching them up on how to eat right, on how to sleep and recover, coordinating with the athletic training staff, basically tying all these things together to take care of their bodies. The weight room individually is a huge part of that, because by building strength, keeping them strong, we've reduced the risk of those injuries happening in practice and on the field.
Well, thank you, Brian. Really appreciate you coming in today, and congratulations once again on the new job.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. I'm Jason Ross Jr. here inside of the Don Riddler Fieldhouse for the annual Kids Day, where plenty of kids from local schools pack the stands and cheer on the Blue Devils for their matchup against Grace Christian University. We'll have highlights of this one, along with our athletic tip of the week, coming up next.
You have a say in helping determine who wins two of the most coveted awards in high school football by voting for the state champs Mr. Football and Anvil Awards presented by Hungry Howie's. Who will join the ranks of previous Mr. Footballs such as DeQuan Finn, Cody White, and Alex Malzone? In 2018, Marcel Lewis was the Anvil's first champ. Who's next to be the top linebacker or lineman in Michigan? Keep up with both races by watching our weekly updates on State Champs social media. Vote for Mr. Football and the Anvil Award at statechampsnetwork.com.
So you want to work out, and you're curious about supplements, but don't know where to start. All you have to do is, oh, you're already done. With the Benefit Box, you get full-size supplements customized to you and tailored to your fitness goals. With easy-to-use instructions delivered right to your front door. Visit www.thebenefitbox.com to get started on building your box and you today.
I'm here with all the young LTU fans getting ready to cheer on our women's basketball team against Grace Christian College. Are you guys ready for some Blue Devil basketball?
A packed house at the Don Riddler Fieldhouse on November 6th for the annual Women's Basketball Kids Day. Children from local schools all gathered to cheer on the Blue Devils against the Grace Christian College Tigers. LTU looking to secure their third win of the season before entering conference play. Early first quarter action. Searching for the first points of the game were the Blue Devils. Working the ball inside out to Kendall Fisher, she drives the baseline and kicks it out to Caitlin Smith, who knocks down the triple. The senior sharpshooter puts LTU on the board first 3-0. Later in the quarter with the ladies up a handful. Doing a good job in transition here was Fisher pushing up the freshman Julia Huey, who pulls up from deep and nails the three-pointer. Blue Devils up 20-14 after one. Late second quarter now. Junior Emily Langolf running the point. She pulls up for the open three that is just off, but getting the big offensive board is Hope Dollarhide, who then goes up strong to the hole for the bucket. The senior captain extends the lead 41-23, and that would hold into the half. A defensive battle to start the third as the Blue Devils were still looking for their first points of the half. Fisher and Smith play a little back and forth until the sophomore point guard crosses up her defender and drains the mid-range jumper. LTU led 57-33 into the fourth. In the final quarter, the ladies continued their dominating performance. Leading that charge was Taryn Klein with 18 points and shooting 50% from beyond the arc. Here she is knocking down her sixth three of the day off the screen from Danielle Hansen as LTU would go on to win 68-48 over Grace Christian College. After the game, both teams made sure to thank all of the young fans for their support throughout and making it a very exciting atmosphere to play in.
The game plan today was, we kind of knew what they were running. They've played about 5 games so far. We didn't have film on their last game, but we knew what they were running, and so we were focused on that in practice the last couple days. And we were just, like I said, we continue to grow every day ourselves, whether that's putting new things in, getting different girls looks, whatever that really consists of. So
today obviously is a good day for us, having the kids out here supporting us. We really appreciate all the support. Just seeing them all get up and cheer for us when we're scoring the threes they love, and so it was super cool to have them here and just being so loud and supporting us.
It was definitely a positive way. They just fed off our energy, continue to keep us going. Definitely the threes that Taryn and Kay were making, they were excited, so just definitely fed into our energy and just helped get us the win.
Hi, my name is Jacob. I'm a fifth-year senior at Lawrence Tech. I'm the setter on the men's volleyball team, and I'm a business major. And today we're going to learn how to set. First thing that you want to do is get your feet to the ball. When you get your feet to the ball, you take a step, you go left, right, you get your hands high, and then we push to our target. You keep your hands high, that way we have better accuracy to the hitters that we want to set. I'm Jacob, and that's your tip of the week.
Time now to take a look inside Lawrence Technological University. LTU recently ranked 29th in the Princeton Review for being one of the top 50 undergraduate schools to study game design. The Princeton Review chose the schools based on a survey it conducted in 2016, and out of 150 institutions offering game design coursework or degrees, naturally, LTU made the list. The Game Art program at Lawrence Tech combines instructions in both art and computer design. Many design classes are project-focused with hands-on activities, giving students a better opportunity to focus on their individual talents and creative interests. If you're interested in game art and want to learn more about the degree program, head over to ltu.edu and find out how you can put your future success into hyperdrive.
With sophomore Bryce Ebert, the young defenseman wastes no time as he goes 5-hole for the game winner. An absolute thriller of a game this one was, and a huge win for the Blue Devils as they take down the Saints 4-3 in the shootout.
Coming up this week in LTU Athletics. On Saturday, November 16th, the men's and women's basketball team open up WAC play at home against Cornerstone. Women play at 1 p.m. and men play at 3 p.m. Football takes the Blue Devils bus to Taylor, Indiana for their final game of the season. Kickoff is at 1 p.m. For all games, times, and locations, visit the LTU Athletics website.
All right, Blue Devil fans, that's all that we have for you this week on the LTU Sports Report. But be sure to tune in with us every Monday at 4:30 for more news.
And if you crave more LTU athletic action, connect with us on social media for all your daily highlights and interviews on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube.
From all of us here at Lawrence Tech, thank you for watching, and be sure to tune in next week.
LTU Sports Report is brought to you by Varsity Brands, elevating student experiences in sport, spirit, and achievement. The City of Southfield, the center of it all. Michigan First Credit Union, and Hungry Howie's, famous for flavor.